A man with a headache discovers he's got chopsticks stuck in his brain. A man is arrested for touching himself at a Kum and Go gas station. And a woman punched her husband to death for not taking her to Dubai. These are the weird stories for Thursday on Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast in the galaxy. I'm Jonesy. I'm the host of Weird AF News. I'm recording inside a closet. That doesn't stop me from bringing you three weird, strange, kinky news stories from around the world. They're very recent as well. Here you go. A man has chopsticks stuck inside his brain. A man suffered from headaches for half a year. Turns out he had something in his head. He couldn't get the chopsticks out. Chopsticks in the head. How do you get them in your head? I don't know, shoving them up your nose? Was he snorting chopsticks? So many questions. Perhaps he's using the ear hole to get them inside. A man in Vietnam who had experienced severe headaches for 5 months was flabbergasted after discovering he had a pair of chopsticks lodged in his skull. The unnamed 35-year-old patient had reported to the Cuba Friendship Hospital in Dong Hoi. It's called the Cuba Friendship Hospital, but it's in Vietnam. It's quite confusing. I wonder if they have a Vietnam hospital in Cuba. That would be just tilting me. This guy suffered from the aforementioned headaches as well as fluid discharge and fluid loss. That's why he was reported to the hospital. He doesn't remember the chopsticks entering his brain. How do you forget such an incident? Probably drinks a lot. The unnamed 35-year-old patient got a CT scan at the old Cuba hospital in Vietnam. Still can't get over that. Turns out he was suffering from something called tension pneumocephalus, a rare but potentially life-threatening neurological condition defined by a dangerous increase in intracranial pressure. A subsequent examination revealed the unusual source of this man's symptoms. A pair of chopsticks had been penetrated up his nose and into his brain. It went up the nose. That was my first guess. How did he not know they went up the nose? Dr. Nguyen Van Man, head of the Department of Neurosurgery at the Cuba Hospital in Vietnam, not to be confused with the Cuba Hospital in Cuba. This doctor says this case is very rare. Yeah, chopsticks in the brain, I'd imagine that's pretty damn rare. While the man was initially flummoxed over how, I love that word, by the way, flummoxed, it's very good. It means like confounded. The man was flummoxed over how he ended up with eating utensils on his mind. He recalled he'd been involved in a fight 5 months ago while drinking. The patient didn't remember many details from the brawl, only that he sustained a stab in the face with an unknown object. Really, bro? I mean, that's more than a stab in the face. Someone shoved chopsticks up your nose into your brain. You're waking up like, wow, something stabbed me in the face. What could it have been? You didn't feel the pain up in your sinus cavity and thought maybe I should inspect that area of my face. This guy says he reported to the hospital following the incident. Doctors didn't find any chopsticks or any abnormalities with his nose. That was after the fight. He went to the hospital, says, my face hurts. They're like, we found nothing. We found nothing. Meanwhile, chopsticks up in his brain. Chopsticks are long. How do you get chopsticks wedged up in your brain? You don't know, and you live. How do you live? The article says, in retrospect, the bemused patient, another great word. I like this writer. The bemused. So you had chopsticks shoved up into your brain. How did you feel about that? Well, I have to say I was bemused and flummoxed. In retrospect, this patient believes that he'd been stabbed up the schnoz with the chopsticks, which then sat undiscovered in his skull until now. I don't believe you. Thankfully, doctors were able to remove the chopsticks via endoscopic surgery through the nose. They have what looks like a CT scan of the incident. You can see these sticks up in his nose. I mean, one of them's going up very far into the brain here. Come on, man. Come on. The patient is reportedly in stable condition, it says, while he awaits discharge from the hospital. Yeah, immediately take him to a place where stupid people need to be rehabilitated, if you could. Is there a place where that happens? Can you reprogram dumb? I'm not sure. A man was arrested for indecent exposure at a Kum and Go gas station. Well, in fairness, you might take the store name a little too literally. There are people out there who are like this. I was just following instructions. It said come and go. This story's out of Iowa. A man is accused of exposing himself and then taking off from a Kum and Go gas station. He denies that he was doing anything more than just, quote, scratching his genitals. The article begins by saying gas stations are home to some of the wildest viral incidents you're going to find. There are some things people just don't want to see, such as a man scratching his genitals out in the open. The cops received a 911 call from customers at a Kum and Go gas station about a man who had allegedly made sexual comments to them and then began touching himself inappropriately. And then when the police arrived, the man had already gone. He came and went. But they canvassed the area with multiple subjects from the area, identifying 54-year-old Kenny Lee Kelly as the man they were looking for. Kenny Lee Kelly. What? I'm just following instructions. I'm coming and I'm going. Well, I want to know what this guy does at the Pump and Munch gas station. Have you guys... That's another gas station. Pump and Munch. I prefer to munch before pumping. That's just me. A search warrant turned up the clothes that Kelly discarded. Kelly himself showed cops a hat that he was wearing that's identical to the one worn by the suspect at the gas station as well. So they find his clothes. He was just wearing the hat? Is that what's going on? Okay, the victims were able to pick Kelly out from a photo lineup as well. They had to put this guy in a lineup. Could you pick out the man who was scratching his genitals, quote unquote, at the Kum and Go? Could you point out the guy that you claim came and went at the Kum and Go? Which one of these were at the Kum and Go, coming and going? Can you help us out here? This guy was arrested. He was picked out of the lineup. I'm sure they recognized him from his hat. He was booked in jail for indecent exposure. This guy's got some priors, including felony theft, driving without a license, possession of narcotics. Despite the evidence, Kelly says he's innocent. This is just a giant misunderstanding. Well, no need to brag, Kelly, about your giant misunderstanding. When questioned by the police, he reportedly said he was, quote, scratching his genitals, not exposing himself. This isn't the first time Kum and Go has made headlines, they say. Last summer, OnlyFans model and Twitch streamer Amaranth bought one of the gas stations for a whopping $8 million. Wow, I guess I missed out on that story. Sounds riveting. Who gives a damn what OnlyFans model and Twitch streamer Amaranth buys? Really? If you care about what a Twitch streamer / OnlyFans model is purchasing, you need to get a serious life. You seriously need to get a life. Anyways, back to Kelly from the Kum and Go who came and went. He says he's innocent. He's innocent. He's saying this is false advertising. Shouldn't I be able to come and go at the Kum and Go? Ah. Let's hope they don't sell the big gulp at the Kum and Go. I'm out. Mic drop. Want to create a podcast? Spotify's platform lets you easily make, record, and distribute a podcast everywhere, even earn some money, all in one place, and it's free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters. Record, edit on your phone or your computer, send it to Spotify and everywhere podcasts are heard. They even have video recording options as well. Spotify for Podcasters even allows you to earn money with ads and subscriptions. Best of all, it's free. Try it. Download Spotify for Podcasters or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your life, man. Yay! A woman punches her husband to death for not taking her to Dubai on her birthday. Well, that'll teach him. He won't forget to take you to Dubai for your next birthday, surely. Nice job, one-punch woman. In a shocking incident, a 36-year-old man has passed away after he was punched on the nose by his wife after he refused to take her to Dubai for her birthday celebration. Well, you can't blame the man. Dubai's not cheap. The incident took place at the couple's apartment, located in a posh residential society in a place called Pune's Wanavdi. Well, maybe they are wealthy. Maybe they can afford to go to Dubai. He probably had another reason not to go to Dubai with her. I'll bet you, though, if she ever does make it to Dubai, she'll realize how dumb it was to do all of this. The victim is identified as Nikhil Khanna, a businessman in the construction industry. He had a love marriage with his wife, Renuka, 6 years ago. A love marriage? I suppose in India, I guess that's a marriage that's not arranged, is my guess. They married out of love. It must be rare. They're mentioning it in this article of his death. Doesn't sound like there was a lot of love there, to be honest with you, if your wife kills you with a punch. Very curious as where this one-punch woman gets her power. Has she been training with Mike Tyson? How does she kill a man with one punch? This is unbelievable. He must have fell down the stairs. Something happened here. Maybe, have you searched the house for a hammer covered in blood or a very heavy wrench? I have a feeling it wasn't just her knuckles involved in this murder, she wrote. According to a senior police officer posted at the Wanavdi police station, quote, the incident occurred last Friday. As per the primary investigation, it has been revealed that the couple had a fight because Nikhil did not take Renuka to Dubai to celebrate her birthday and did not give her expensive gifts on her birthday and anniversary either. Renuka was also upset with Nikhil for not giving a favorable response to her wish to go to Delhi to celebrate the birthdays of some other relatives. Now, she just wants to travel and she wants gifts and she's not getting what she wants. So, naturally, you solve your problems with a punch, right? That's how you do it. That's how you get what you want, Renuka. The police further informed that during the fight, Renuka punched Nikhil in the face. The impact of the punch, they're saying, was so hard that Nikhil's nose and some teeth were broken. With heavy bleeding, Nikhil lost consciousness. So he probably lost consciousness and cracked his skull on the ground or something and then bled out like that. I mean, if you lose consciousness before the fall, I mean, you're looking at head crunch on the cement or something. Yeah, deadly. Meanwhile, the police have registered a case against Renuka and have arrested her for further investigation. And if she ever gets out of this, good luck in the dating world. That's all I have to say. So, you're divorced? Not exactly. How did you and your husband split up? Let's just say I had a birthday and yada, yada, yada. He's dead.
Football is back, and we have you covered each weekday afternoon on Outkick's Hot Mic with Hutton and Withrow.
Some of the best football guests, from Armando Salguero and John McClain to Trey Wallace and Bobby Carpenter, plus the top headlines and reaction to the college football and NFL weekends.
The Chiefs go for dynasty mode with Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Andy Reid.
They're the favorite, right?
Yeah, they have to be. The AFC goes through Arrowhead, but the Bengals and Jets, they're all in to reach Vegas. And the Bills and Dolphins are also confident. Withrow, what about college football?
Can you say three-peat? That's what they're hoping to say in Athens, Georgia, as the Bulldogs continue their march to college football dominance, while a cast of usual characters led by Michigan, Ohio State, and Bama nip at their heels.
There's plenty of craziness on a week-to-week basis. Pull up to the bar with us each weekday afternoon. We're streaming live 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern across the Outkick Network. Podcast available everywhere, and always check out Outkick.com.
NFL and college football covering your favorite teams. Outkick's Hot Mic with Hutton and Withrow.
Touch yourself at the Kum and Go. Don't leave me hanging. So stupid. How you guys doing? This is Jonesy, and you are beautiful. Thank you for spending some time with me. I got a lovely email about my podcast that I did yesterday. Yesterday's episode about the Russian prison playing music to torture the prisoners. It's from John and Michelle in New Jersey. They say they're listening to the episode, and they say, Bon Jovi or AC/DC don't even come close to torture songs for prisoners, Jonesy. The worst, most notorious thing you can do is play the radio jingle for Cars for Kids on a constant loop. It will drive any person insane. If you're not familiar with it, oh, I am. Look it up, and it's too bad it's actually a charity group. So I just want to pass this along while I save a few bucks to get you some holiday coffees. And as always, good luck with your life, man. Chef John and Michelle from Jersey. Ooh, Chef John and Michelle. Ooh, I want to come to your restaurant, Chef John, in Jersey someday. Now, you're asking me if I'm familiar with Cars for Kids. Oh, am I familiar with Cars and Kids for Kids? Of course. They've been playing that radio jingle for years. They still play it, I think. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-8. That guy's voice is so bizarre. I always thought that it would be awesome if they got Axl Rose to do that commercial. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. Guys, this is all free, by the way. This is all free entertainment you're getting here. Did you just sing the Cars for Kids jingle in the voice of Axl Rose? Yes, I did. You're very welcome, everybody. You only get that here. You should listen to the original, though, if you haven't heard it. It's on YouTube, I'm sure. Also got an email from Sebastian who told me where he always sends me very long emails giving me information when I ask questions. He's sort of like a Wikipedia for me. So he told me where Too Big for Your Britches comes from. It's from the 1830s, maybe older. It can be found in Davy Crockett's 1835 work, An Account of Colonel Crockett's Tour to the North and Down East. That was the first known written example. Breeches, colloquially called breeches, were a kind of old school pants worn by men in the Western world. Before more modern pants took over in the 19th century, they were seen as more refined and upper class. So, too big for your britches? It's like saying too big for one's boots in the UK. He also wrote, the Pringles Pooper Jonesy sounds messed up. As someone who works for a lawyer, I also work for a notary. I feel that person is a shame, making the profession look even crappier than before. Where I live, they have walls of shame in the courthouse, letting you know who's been, quote, radiated. That means disbarred or suspended. It tells you why and for how long. If the Pringles Pooper practiced law here in Montreal, his name would be Mud. Anyways, he says, keep it weird and good luck with your life, man. Good luck with your life, man. Sebastian, thanks for the emails, buddy. You guys can email me, funnyjones@gmail.com. Now, by the time you're listening to this episode, I'll be on my way to the Bay, San Francisco, Oakland, doing shows up there with the Oakland Comedy Company, doing a show for them Friday night and Saturday night. Also headlining a show called Critical Hit in Oakland on Saturday night. You can go to their Instagram page. Anyways, this is all going to be on my Instagram page if you want to go at Funny Jones. Please let me know if you're coming so I can prepare myself to meet you and all of that. What else did I want to say? Oh, yeah, tomorrow's Friday. I'm in love. Monday, you could fall apart. Tuesday, Wednesday, break my heart. Thursday doesn't even start. It's Friday. I'm in love. I do a pretty good Robert Smith impression. Oh, at least it doesn't matter what you say. I just can't stay here every yesterday. Like, keep on acting out the same way we act out every day. To smile, forget, and make believe we never needed. Should I stop? Have you had enough of me? It's my podcast. I'll do what I want. I'll sing what I want. If you don't like it, you know where to go. Amazon, and write that 1-star review. Get in line. Get in line for the 1-star reviews. People can't wait to give me 1-star reviews. Anyways, so for Florida Friday, if you're new to the podcast, on Friday I only do weird news from Florida. If you would like to send me weird news from Florida from this week, you can email me, funnyjones@gmail.com. That would be helpful. You can also slide those articles into my DMs at funnyjones on Instagram as well. And if you want to support the show, you can buy me a coffee or join the Patreon off my website, weirdafnews.com. Or you can hire me to do a cameo for someone that you love. It's cameo.com/funnyjones. Oh no, cameo.com/comedian jonesy. That's the username. Username? Profile name. Cameo.com/comedian jonesy. I can be hired to record a video for a loved one or a friend that is a fan of the show or a fan of me. And I'll send it to them for some event. Maybe it's a holiday event like a Merry Christmas or a Happy New Year or a Happy Hanukkah or whatever it is that you might celebrate. Maybe you have some strange customs and you would like me to extend a video recorded holiday wish in the form of that culture. Send me all the information. Tell me what to say. I'll say it. I'll say anything you pay me to say, I'll say it. Pay me to say whatever, I'll say it. Pay me. Okay. I've lost my mind clearly. Whew. Gotta stop smoking so much